Welcome into the ICND 100-101 exam prep training. My name is Greg Dickinson, and I'll be your tour guide through the wonderful, mystical land that is Cisco routing and switching, or at least at the CCENT level. We'll start off our journey by talking a little bit about Cisco certifications, since that is most likely why you're taking this particular course. As you probably have figured out, this course is for the ICND 1 exam, the 100-101 exam. Passing this exam will get you the CCENT, or the Cisco Certified Entry Networking Technician certification. The exam is one of two recommended courses for the CCNA Route Switch, the CCNA RS certification. The other exam and course is the ICND 2 200-101 exam. If you pass both of those exams, you will end up with the Cisco Certified Network Associate Routing and Switching certification. Do I really have to take both exams to get the CCNA? No, you don't. Cisco does provide an option to take a composite exam to get your CCNA certification. And in fact, this is the route that I took when I got my CCNA certification, just simply because I didn't want to have to sit for two exams. Now, you don't save any money going this way, because the CCNA Route Switch exam, the 200-120 that you see there, is exactly double what either the ICND 1 or the ICND 2 exam is. It's the same number of questions, it just costs twice as much. And so some might say, well, if it's the same number of questions and they're testing over two courses worth of material, they can't really test each course as in-depth. I'll leave that up to the wonderful certification planners at Cisco. All told, if you go through a course like this, and you get a lab put together and you play with these concepts on your own, preferably in a lab, preferably not on a production network someplace, but whatever floats your boat, I guess, then you really shouldn't have any troubles passing the CCNA exam. Cisco recently revamped their CCNA certifications, and they have different specializations for the CCNA level. They are, of course, routing and switching, the course that you're studying for now, as well as all of those: data center, security, service provider operations, video, voice, and wireless. Most of these CCNA certifications require the CCENT or the CCNA Route Switch as the first stepping stone. Security, video, voice, wireless, you have to have either the CCENT or the CCNA Route Switch certification as a prerequisite to any of those exam tracks. Each of these certification specializations have different exam requirements, because obviously the requirements for video is different than the requirements for voice, and that's different, again, from the requirements for wireless. Now, the last slide we'll look at is Cisco's little certification pyramid. Now, we're down here at the bottom of the pyramid in the entry level. Again, we get the CCENT certification by passing the ICND 1 exam. You can then work your way up to the associate level. Again, that's the CCNA, or if you want to go for the design side of the house, the CCDA. Once you pass those certifications, you can then go on to a Cisco Certified Networking Professional, or the CCNP exam. The CCNP is honestly where a lot of network engineers stop, because above that requires practical exams, and the architect, I've been told, is kind of like getting a doctorate, where you design a network and you go before a bunch of other network engineers and you defend your network design to those network engineers that are trying to pick it apart. I don't know anyone that has the Cisco Certified Architect certification. I do know quite a few people that have the CCIE certification, and they're very, very good at their field. Obviously, at every level of the pyramid, there are specializations. Again, you have routing and switching and voice, video, wireless, all the way up to Cisco Certified Architect, which I imagine encompasses all of it, since you would be a network architect at that point. So that's a brief overview of Cisco certifications, and starting with the next video, we'll delve into the course requirements for the ICND 1 exam. Buckle up, it'll be a fun ride.